this is a $400,000 Ford F550 that's obviously not quite normal. It's fully armored from front to back, has these gigantic tires on a 20-inch rim, can fit up to 8 of your friends inside this cabin. It even has this hatch on the top that I think is really cool, and it's 100% street legal. So in this video, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about this really crazy Ford truck, and I've even got the keys, so later we'll take it for a drive. So first off, what exactly is this thing? I said it was a Ford F550, and it is. However, it's obviously not your average Ford F550. Everything down here on the chassis is 100% Ford F550. From the differentials to the brakes and even the entire frame. But obviously, looking at it, it's not just any Ford F550. The entire body of a normal Ford F550 was completely taken off of this frame, and this fully armored body was put in its place. And it gets totally ridiculous. And real quick, before we go into the tour, I just want to thank GOAT Tactical Vehicles for letting me give you a tour of this insane truck. And they're available to buy on their website, goattactical.com, on with the tour. This armor on the side is actually B6 rated. It has weapons ports on the side that you could actually fire out of, you know, in case things get a little bit crazy. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places on each side for storage, and you could kind of put anything you want in these, and you could just customize it how you need it, but there's a lot of room in here. It has really big lights on the top that can pretty much illuminate anything you need to see in the dark. And this front glass and the side glass is also bulletproof, so you'll be protected in any situation that you might need while going to Costco. And along with being bulletproof, it's also grenade proof, apparently. They told me you could probably throw 2 of those grenades underneath and still be fully protected, which is kind of neat. And on the top, you have a gigantic spare, and the back also has 3 windows on each side in the area where you can keep all of your friends. Now let's talk engine specs. This is actually a Ford F550, like I said, and nothing much has really been touched to the engine because they want to keep it reliable. But the engine is 100% protected from any external factors. So you pull these pin out here, and there's one on each side, and then you'll pop these up, pull that out, pop this up, pull that out, and just give it a little lift. And it's got a step 2, or you can put a winch here. And basically everything is Ford, and nothing has been modified or touched. And they said the cool thing about everything underneath being Ford is that you could technically take it to a Ford dealership and have all of this serviced by a master technician. You could get the air filters changed, you could get the radiator fluids checked, the battery, the oil changed. So anything you might need fixed, if you're anywhere near a Ford dealership, you could get that taken care of. The engine of this thing is also in its own shell. As you can see, you can't really get to anything, and it's fully protected. And this front part deflects any projectiles coming in, so nothing will get to these radiators on the front. It's also got these hydraulics because otherwise this hood would be way too heavy for me to lift. Now moving from the engine, let's go down to the suspension and tire setup because it's pretty unique. So you've got these massive tires that are 335/80 on a 20-inch wheel. And as you can see, they're not going anywhere. The lockers are still Ford. Like I said, everything is Ford down here. And obviously the springs are reinforced as well as the shocks to handle the extra weight. And there's added leaf springs to keep anything and everything from sagging because this thing weighs about 16,000 pounds. So you need a heavy duty spring setup to keep this thing off the ground. The right side is pretty much the same as the left side. You've got the front doors here, the back doors here, and you've got extra storage boxes on each side as well. And then back here is where you have a ton of extra room for people. But the cool thing about this being a Ford is, well, let me step inside and I'll show you. Pop the door open here. Now, first let's start with this reinforced door because this door has a few things that keep anyone that wants to get inside staying on the outside. All right, so once you shut this door, pull it shut here. You've got this lever on top that you just turn and latch. And then you've got this one on the bottom that, as you can see, if I pull here, that mechanism goes in place as well. And you're pretty much secure on the top and on the bottom with these latches, and nobody can just pull on the handle to get to you. And then now you're sitting inside of a familiar Ford F-150 dash with cup holders. So that's the cool thing about this is that it's actually very, very comfortable to sit in. There's not these hardcore military style seats. It's actually got some creature comforts. So you could basically just have a good time, be comfortable driving to Cars and Coffee, McDonald's, Costco, whatever, and then also cause accidents because everyone's going to be looking at this instead of driving their cars. But when you're sitting here, you're looking out the front windshield, and this is all reinforced here. It's reinforced here. It's got a CB radio. You've got all of these auxiliary switches that you can use for any kind of setup you want. We've also got some other switches here that control things like the lights and other areas outside of the vehicle. You also got a cool grab handle here in case you're doing some off-roading or you know, stuff hits the fan. And you've got room for a friend to come with you. But once you look behind me, that's where things start to get a little bit crazy, because you have a massive cabin back there with room for just about anything, plus a lot of people. Let's go check that out. So the back door has its own window here that's bulletproof. You have a pew-pew port right here. You have a handle to grab up to get to the top, and then just a normal Ford handle. Now on the back door, here's the little port where if you have some issues with people outside of your vehicle, you know, you can put some stuff out here. So to open this hole, you just turn it in, push it in, and then turn it up and out of the way. And that allows you access to anything that might be in your way, including me. Now let's step in to the inside. Just grab your handle here. You got 1, 2 steps, and then you go up, and now we're inside the back cabin. And there's a lot of cool stuff back here that I want to show you. We've got this bar here where you could mount things, and it's also a little bit of a support. This does have heating and air conditioning here through these vents, and you can control it in the back if you want. And then you have 2 seats. You have one on this side, one on this side. In these seats, you can just have your friends hanging out with you. You could probably kick back and take a nap. You could probably even just camp in here, and if you wanted to, you could take the seats out. But as you can see, there's also 3 windows on this side with the ports as well, 3 more here. And then on the opposite side, you've got 3 more windows and 3 more ports. And foam insulation in the top just for a little bit of extra sound deadening, because there is a little bit of an echo here, and this thing is basically a rolling Ford tank. You do have this floor that is easily washable, which is kind of neat. And if you look above me, it has a hatch for getting a really good view of anything that might be outside if you don't want to open any of the regular doors. So you just pop these handles here and this one here and just give it a push, and you're outside, and you can see pretty much all the way around. And to see over here, you just peek your head out, and there's the spare tire. This is a nice way to just get a good view of everything around you without having to actually step out of the vehicle. And then of course, if you need to hide for any reason, you could just pull it down and disappear. And the cool thing about these is, this is just a base model that starts at around $400,000, but you can do so much more. Pretty much anything that you would want to do or dream up, you could do. And then I have Bam, one of the partners of Goat Tactical, just to tell you a little bit more of the details that I probably missed.
So as you can see, the custom Ford F550, or known as the Atlas APC, is quite the machine. What this is, kind of a quick rundown, is a Ford F550 chassis with tranny engine, all the components of a Ford F550. And then we have the capsules that are built overseas, and we pretty much marry them together, giving you a complete armored F550 vehicle, which is a lot of fun to drive. It handles great. I would compare it to driving a truck with a camper on the top or towing a good trailer. So these things do come in around 16,000 pounds, but everything is armored from the doors to the windows, even the base plate. You could take 2 grenades at the same time, or you could take several follow-up shots with a 7.62 and under for this. We've tested them and they've gone a little bit more, but for the B6 rating, it is a 7.62 and under. These are equipped with we kind of compare these to a saddlebag on the side of a motorcycle. We could customize these to any size. We have a lot of customers right now that are looking to put generators, water tanks, anything you name, we could put in the inside of these. These are shooting ports. I'll give you a demonstration on these. These are shooting ports, so you can return fire from the inside to the out if needed. So the seat configuration inside of these, this one is set up for our 9-man configuration. So as far as the seat configuration and the insides go, it would just be like hopping straight into an F550 or any other Ford vehicles. It has all the same amenities that the standard ones come. We can't upgrade any of the inside to the upgraded models that Ford offers. We can also put this same row of seats in the middle, so you could hold up to 12 passengers at once. These seats can be completely taken out and reconfigured. We put hardwood deck flooring in these. We could pretty much make these customized to it however the client wants to. We have them that look like Lear jets on the inside, all the way to your standard basic packages. What a lot of guys are really into right now with these vehicles, they're especially down on the border, there's some crazy scenarios going on down there right now. A lot of guys are really looking at these as mobile safe rooms. All of our doors come with these equipped handles. Once you pull these latches, you are completely sealed on the inside. So when we say a mobile safe room, we mean it. Once you're in here and pull these handles, there's no getting in or out. So a lot of guys are putting these in their garages, barns, hangars, and they have the food, water, everything's equipped inside of these. So if they or their families have to get off the X or out of their situation or whatever that is, they know they can do this. This has a 39-gallon tank, 400-mile range. So yeah, it's pretty much as close as you can get to owning the road.
Should we take it for a little spin?
Let's do it. Yeah, you. I know you're old.
All right, we're gonna take it for a drive with this guy's dad here. We'll let the old man crawl in the back.
Come on,
I
Dad.
just met these people, so I don't know if I can use old man yet.
Don't break a hip getting in here.
Yeah, don't break a hip, man. All right, I'll seal you in. And then we'll just hop in here.
It's actually much easier and more comfortable to get in. You'd think it would be kind of a pain in the butt.
Just pulling this door right here is a little heavy, but I like the solidness, you know?
When you're at an angle, you know they're armored doors.
This thing is crazy. You're definitely gonna be seen by everyone. If you get it on this downhill, then it's hard.
Oh yeah.
There we go. And we are rolling out. By the way, it's some pretty countryside out here in southern Idaho. So if you pick yours up out in Idaho, you have some nice blue sky when it's not snowing, obviously, in winter.
Middle of February, it's 50 degrees out, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. How you doing back there? Comfortable? Yeah, you look really comfortable. Yeah, you can just lay out and take a nap. Yeah.
My kids camp in the back, so they love sleeping in this thing. I don't know why.
Dude, I would totally like gut that and turn it into like a camper.
Oh,
just,
for sure.
Just go camping in this thing, and you could just tear it up. Speaking of tear it up, there's some dirt.
This thing's a nightmare to clean. So.
Oh, I bet. I saw some leftover dirt underneath the bottom.
Yeah, we took it out to the foothills, and it actually, I thought we were gonna bury it. It was really sloppy, just muddy out that day, and we threw it four-wheel drive, man, and this thing just ripped through everything we threw at it. So
yeah.
Performed amazing. So
it actually rides pretty good for being as heavy as it is. Like, you don't even have it floored, do you? You're just rolling.
Yeah, I mean, now I'm floored now. But
yeah, some squeaking going on back there, just making sure.
It's not coming from my balls, okay?
Oh, okay. I was just checking. You know, I mean. Sometimes there's a squeak comes from my left knee.
Right.
You know, that started a year ago, so that's fun. There's a regular Super Duty. He probably feels inferior.
That
you
was
know?
cute. Those are cute.
That's it. Yeah. What is that? That's a cute little truck.
Yeah, that's a cute F550.
That's a cute F550. It's like a little baby.
Yep.
My brother has an F350 Super Duty. No, it's a 250, and I drove that before. I've towed with it. Kind of feels like sitting in this, you know? Like, even when I towed my Jeep one time because it had a rear diff problem, as Jeeps do, and I didn't even realize the Jeep was back there after towing.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a 250. Yep. This is a 550.
This guy's like, oh,
so I know this person's probably scared. Is like, oh, am I going to die?
I was just trying to smoke some crack.
It's just, you know?
Push down.
Probably. There he is taking a picture.
Told you, everybody,
Yeah.
It's a head turner.
It's just a Ford F550. Now it's my turn to drive, and I'm going to give the camera over here to Bam, and he's just going to do his thing.
Got you, dude.
All right, I'm going to go. Wish me luck. All right, even if you're in an armored vehicle, you still need your seatbelt for safety. And for the YouTube guys who are going to watch this video and
Crucify you.
Yeah, stay monetized, please. Yeah, also, if we don't crash, make sure you hit like if I don't crash, because that would be cool.
No crashing.
No. It's actually easier than driving a U-Haul.
It really is.
Yeah. I feel heavy now. I feel like I weigh 10 billion pounds.
You feel the weight for sure. But it handles great.
Yeah, let's see this turn. Dude, that turn was not that bad, actually.
No.
How many times have y'all driven by this lake?
Not many, actually.
Should we hit that Toyota? Or just, no, we'll let them go this time. We'll let the Toyota survive another day.
We call it the Prius eater, so.
Yeah. Dude, I would run over some Priuses in this thing, you know. Obviously, you know, on the passenger side if nobody was in there. I feel like this could be a good daily driver, you know. Take it to car meets, take it to McDonald's or In-N-Out if you like burgers.
We've done it.
You took it to In-N-Out before?
Yep.
Yeah, this drives really good, and I've driven tons of Fords. I've owned a couple of Fords as well, and this drives just as easy. You definitely feel the bigness of it, but I can see the sides out of both mirrors, and I can see the edge of the front of the hood, which is pretty nice. The only thing that is a little harder to see is I can't right now see behind me. One, there's a very small window that's like and then there's a port. Are y'all able to set it up with like a rear camera? That'd be cool.
We're actually in the process of doing that right now.
Yeah, that'd be super cool. Yeah, you could put like a rear camera here or down there in the dash. That'd be awesome. You got the, you know, 400 grand plus to pick one of these up. I highly recommend it. You could do this instead of one of those like $1 million campers that they build. Earth roamers. Like, you could be cool with $1 million earth roamer, or you could spend $500,000 and be cooler and stand out a little bit more and protected at the same time. Yep. So I would take this honestly over an earth roamer.
And you can find a lot more parking spots.
That is true. The earth roamers are so huge that
they're massive.
Yeah, there's a little dog here. We gotta be careful. We don't want to scare it. It looks like he's trying to run.
You won't even feel it.
No, would not. I would feel it emotionally, for sure. I think that's it for the tour of this GOAT tactical vehicle, customized Ford F550 Atlas APC. You can call it whatever you want at this point. It's pretty freaking awesome is what I think about it. So if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit like so more people can see this video, and then I'll see you in the next one. And thanks to Bam again at GOAT Tactical for letting me fool around with this thing today.